Hey ladies and gentlemen, I am back, but this time to check and see if my Victor Reader Stream 3 has received any updates since the last time I did a video. And I'm trying to make these videos because I'm really trying to, reach 300 videos, and I'm pretty sure I'm close, and I really shouldn't be trying as hard to do that because I'm literally trying to find just about anything and everything I can do. So today, for an example, I'm getting ready to check for an update, but I wanted to do that with you guys here and all that kind of good spaz. But also I want to point out that you can, in fact, not sure if I covered this in the last video, but to make this a little bit longer at least, I want to go ahead and show you what I discovered with the power off menu. So, for those who don't know, the Victor Reader Stream 3 is the third Victor Reader stream that is put out, except this is a little handheld device about the size of a flip phone, maybe smaller. It's got a flap to cover the SD card slot that you can flip up and take out and put back in, and put the flap over it to cover it. Essentially what they did was they took a little rubber flap off of a case and attached it on there somehow. You can no longer take the battery out. They have it, again, the same rubber materials around like a little seal to protect it. Quote unquote protect it. You have your USB charging port down at the bottom. Microphone and headphone jacks on either side, one of them down on the bottom right next to one of the speakers, and you have another jack next to closer to the bottom near the edge. Then you have and these are rubber buttons except for, trying to see the power button. No, everything is rubber now. So it's rubber, and the record button has the same dot on it so you know what you're doing. You can press and hold to record a quick memo and release when you're done. You can press it and you can record up to 8 hours of continuous recordings, which I believe is over 1 gigabyte. So, without further ado, we're going to go into menu by pressing 7.
Menu. General settings. Volume 20.
I put it at volume 20 just for the sake of this conversation. So it says menu, local settings.
Navigation and playback. General settings. Language. System. Power off options. Suspend.
Power off options, suspend. I'm going to show you the difference between what that does and what...
Power off options. Power off.
So...
Power off options. Suspend.
You press confirm down at the bottom. It's a numeric telephone style keypad. You press the confirm button, aka pound, or what UK will say is hash. It ain't pound, mate, it's hash. You press the hash button. Yeah, mate, you press the hash button. What the bloody hell am I trying to say here, mate? You press the hash button. Why do you call it hash anyway? Like, are we talking about hash and eggs, or what the fuck are we talking about here? So, we press the power off button. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is I don't know when they put this in. I have Lily as the voice because I'm not too crazy about Sharona. I mean, to me, no thank you. It reminds me of the game that I hate to play. So, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So, I'm going to show you the difference. So, I'm not even going to bother timing it because I don't have a stopwatch on me right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the most painful thing, which is waiting, because waiting can be painful sometimes.
Power off options. Power off.
Now we're going to get out of here.
General. Leaving.
Leaving menu, and it beeps. Press and hold.
Shutting down. Please wait.
So this takes a little bit to shut down. Now, I pressed and held the same button to turn it on. This is taking a while to load everything. See, when I want to record something, I don't want it taking forever. So I'm going to show you what I use, and it gets me 4 days out of it at least. And when my phone, or not phone, but when the Victor Reader Stream 3 reaches 20% or lower, I will sit here and I will plug it in and let it charge. Now, HumanWare says it could take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to charge. I say different. I've left it on charge before for an hour, probably an hour and a half, and it could be at 27%. And I could put it on a charger for at least an hour and it'll be at 100%. And it'll say power cord operated 100.
Version 1.5.0 build 3022. Press pound key to confirm or start key to cancel. Download started.
Is that neat? Now I'm going to play this for you.
230 notes.
Okay, so
Menu. No local settings. General settings. Navigation. General settings. Online settings. Software update. Automatic check on 8%.
So I did the 4 key to go back. Now it's just telling you about the new update. I want you guys to listen what the new update does, and then we're going to see about consolidating notes. They took that off in the past update. They finally came out with another update. Listen.
17%. 20%. 21%. 23%. 26%. 28%. 30%. 33%. 35%. 36%. 39%. 31%.
This is taking a little bit.
33%. 35%.
I don't think the Victor Reader Stream second generation
36%.
is getting these updates. But I don't want to be wrong now. They've had that for about 10 years.
50%.
I think they stopped updating it like Apple did with
53%.
older iPhones and shit like that. So
54%.
now we're starting to get some gravy.
55%. 56%. 57%. 58%. 60%. 63%. 65%. 67%. 69%. 71%. 72%. 73%. 74%. 76%. 77%. 78%. 80%. 81%. 82%. 83%. 84%. 86%. 88%. 90%.
It's almost there.
92%. 94%. 95%. 98%. Install update now. Press pound key to confirm or start key to cancel. Shutting down. Please wait.
12 o'clock.
The indoor temperature is 74.9 degrees Fahrenheit. The outdoor temperature is 94.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alright, let's turn it back on. What you're gonna have to do, I don't know why it has you do this, but it might have me reinstall the voice, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. I think I'll title this Updating Victor Stream 3. Just wait.
Starting update program. 10%.
Ugh. It sounds like the game off of
20%.
I'm trying to remember that name. It has something to do with a Blind Legend game. There you go. I hate that game. Like, I've never gotten into it, but I'm trying not to game. I don't literally need to game anymore. Like, I'm starting to lean away from that. I don't even play Dice World as much anymore. I'm thinking about deleting that app off of my phone. I don't need it. I got more important things to do anyway, like get a job and focus on more important things than silly little games. It's time that I get serious. Why are all three of my clocks talking?
12 o'clock p.m. 73 degrees.
What the fuck?
60%.
I don't mind.
12 o'clock p.m. 73.
Will that thing just die already? It's like the batteries have been in there for like 3 years, and I'm like, what the hell?
70%.
Like, come on. So it's installing. Yep, I don't have time for Dice World anymore. I told one of my friends, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna play you on Friday, in Dice World." But the more I think about it, the less appealing it sounds to me. Quite honestly, all it is same
90%.
dice games all over again. Farkle, Yahtzee, Pig, Balut, 1, 4, 24, and 3s. I play every 4 days. But I'm not playing anymore. Games take too long, and I just have no need for it. So it's at 99%.
Update complete. Shutting down.
So it's going to shut down, and you're going to have to reboot it. It says update complete. Does it give you another voice? Let's see.
Welcome to Victor Reader.
It's loading everything up, and then it's about to say Wi-Fi complete. I want to play.
SD card. Generic. 230 notes.
Wait.
Text files. 1. File. 1. Victor _reader v1.5.0 build 3022 en _us.text.
I hope I don't get copyrighted for this, but
Features and improvements. Notes, you can now rename notes. We strongly recommend doing it directly from your Victor Reader stream to ensure file structure integrity. Also, renaming the note on the Stream 3 will make it unreadable on older Victor products as it is not backwards compatible. Notes categories are now presented in alphabetical order. Using the ROMI button in the Notes bookshelf will now tell you what category you're in. The time limit for recording notes for FLAC and MP3 files as well as internet radio has been raised to 24 hours. For notes in WAV format, it remains 8 hours. Books Bookshare API 2.0 is now supported. Enjoy more advanced functionalities such as reading lists, and download available audiobooks directly from the stream. Bookmark alerts are back. A beloved feature on the Stream 2, it's now available on the Stream 3. Another feature we brought back is the ability to switch between text and audio for books that contain both. The DB number of NLS books is now included in the description. There's now a second of silence injected at the end of the book before we play the end of book message. Podcasts, you can now move all episode from a feed to the SD card at once. HTML tags in podcast descriptions will no longer be read, making it clearer. Internet radio, you can now browse beyond the first 100 results in the Internet Radio, iTunes, Bookshelf. Miscellaneous, the volume warning when using wired headphones will now play less frequently. We were playing it after every boot suspend. Now, it will play only after the device has been on for 20 hours. Suspend and shutdown stops the timer. Bluetooth devices that have volume buttons should now be able to control the stream's volume using them. Bug fixes fixed a lot of instances where speech was doubled. Fixed an issue where book titles were sometimes not read in the root of folders. Fixed an issue where no message was played when inserting or removing an empty SD card. The Welcome to Victor Reader should now play consistently every time you boot up. The beginning of all mortgage files should no longer be skipped. The download complete message should no longer play when downloading Bookshare books if notifications are off. We fixed some issues with the RF files loading the wrong table. Premature end of book messages in podcasts and internet radio should be fixed. Navigating in Slack notes will now work. Time jumps, go to, etc. Fixed an issue where queued podcasts would get stuck if the device was suspended. EO, fixed. Podcasts, The Skylar Jarvis Show, new episode, pay to play, foot Wacko pipe $1 on, pipe The Skylar Jarvis Show pipe up. 19. An issue with certain books, when copying them to the SD card. Fixed issues with docs reporting the wrong size and number of headings sometimes. End of book. Delete file. Delete file. Confirm delete. Deleted. Notes SD card. Generic. 230. Notes. Delete category and notes. Delete notes in category. Delete category and move notes. Cancelled. Generic. Generic. 203rd. Delete note. Move note. Copy note. Set custom note name. Delete note.
Oh! Okay! I like this. Now we're gonna move this back to where I had it.
Volume 20.
Alright, so menu,
Menu. No local settings. General settings.
general,
Language. System. Power off option. Language. Power off options. Power off options. Suspend.
I'm gonna show you what it does with suspend.
Suspending.
So it instantly suspends it. Press it again. It's not wanting to turn on.
Welcome back. Power off options. Suspend. (12:07 p.m. July 7th, 2025. Bookshelf. Notes SD card. Internal space available. 9.52 gigabytes. SD Wi-Fi connected. Card. Available space. 7.85 gigabytes. Battery powered. 69%.
I'm gonna turn this back down to volume 10.
Volume 18. Volume 11. Volume 10.
Now that it's at volume 10, I'm going to suspend it.
Suspending.
I shouldn't get a copyright strike for this. But I wanted everyone to hear exactly what has been said in the Victor Reader stream update. And now we're going to go ahead and update this other one over here because I want a longer video. So, one of my friends requested this Victor Reader Stream 3.
0 books. Key describer on. Menu, no local settings, general settings. Navigation and play, general, language, system. General set, online settings. Wi-Fi connected, software update. Automatic check, on, check for update.
This is what you have to do when it doesn't pop up right away.
Check for update. Automatic check. Check for update. Please wait.
I almost had to restart it. If it didn't show up for this Victor Reader Stream 3, then Houston, we have a problem. Because it popped up for my other one. Please wait. You're gonna get this. It's gonna sound annoying, but
Please wait.
at the end of the day, at least it's a lot better than not hearing anything at all.
Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Battery powered, 58%. No downloads. Available update found. Version 1.5.0 _ build 3022. Press pound key to confirm or star key to cancel. Download started. Downloading update. 2%.
This is Acapella TTS Ryan.
3%.
He wanted this voice on there because
6%.
that was his favorite voice, so
9%. 12%. 16%. 19%.
I'll leave the text file on there for him to read.
22%.
Not gonna delete it because I think he,
24%.
needs to know
26%.
what this thing is gonna do. And besides, it is my responsibility to check and see if there's any problems with this product. So, not a lot of things like eBay, Amazon, stuff like that don't check. Like they'll say, oh yeah, it's working the last time I checked. If somebody asks me, hey, does this thing still work?
42%.
I'm going to say, hey, last time I checked, yes, it worked, but let me check again and see if it works. I'm not going to sit there and be like, what? It worked about a year ago when I used it because, things unexpectedly break,
49%.
And it's just unfortunate.
51%. 53%. 54%. 55%. 58%. 61%. 68%. 68%. 70%. 72%. 76%. 78%. 81%. 83%. 85%. 88%. 91%. 94%. 97%.
I'll leave his on the shutdown option. I've had this on, or this off for, it's been sitting for months. And
Install update now. Press pound key to confirm or star key to cancel. Shutting down. Please wait.
so I'm waiting for that light to go away. And it went away, so we're going to press and hold, and you're going to hear that double beep. It's going to bring up the update wizard, or the update program in this case. So, my biggest thing is the simple fact.
Starting update program.
My biggest thing is the simple fact that it doesn't use the same voice. But what I think is cool is now you get to customize your notes. I don't bring this with me, like if I'm like job hunting and stuff like that.
20%.
I'm not going to sit there and like ask, hey, can I record you? Because when I create a note, I do it on my phone because I want written text to be emailed out. So
30%.
I use technically the recording feature for like memorable moments. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into further detail because it's nobody's business why I have those. Sometimes I just record myself being stupid and doing stupid stuff, and you know, just having a recording device without using my phone, I can literally save. I have 230 recordings. If I have 230 recordings on my phone, I'd easily save a 97% of my battery. Just like if I had this device that everybody's talking about and hadn't released yet,
60%.
try not to say too much because I don't want to let anything slip because it's supposed to be a surprise for you guys. But if I'm able to listen to it during breakfast, lunch, and dinner when it's just me, then
70%.
that's going to save me at least 50 or 60% of my battery, and it's going to save my headset battery because I have that on about at least 20 hours a day. And I have to sit here, which is not a problem, and make sure that it's charged.
10%.
And I have to keep going to plug my phone in like ever so often, so it doesn't last me the whole day because I'm trying to find something to watch while I'm eat or like listen to. I'm having to find all these YouTube videos
90%.
that are dealing with technology and different stuff, and sometimes, you know, TV shows or movies, and just listen to them, you know? And I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to listen
99%.
to something and it not use my phone's battery.
Update complete. Shutting down.
So I'm trying to be as vague on purpose as I can, because when I say got a special surprise for everybody, I'm not about to ruin the surprise and say what I'm trying to do. So that's why I'm being vague on purpose. Now we're going to make sure this uploads the way it should. And now we're going to get welcome to Victor Reader. We're supposed to.
Welcome to Victor Reader.
There you go.
Text files. 1 file. 1 Victor underscore reader under shutting down. Please wait.
Notice I'm a man of my word. When I say I'm not going to mess with anything, I don't mess with anything. So he's got the text file up there for him. So whenever I'm able to see my friend next and give him the Victor Stream 3 like I promised him I would, because he really wants one and I have an extra one. So why would I make him spend $530 on that when I could just give this one to him? I mean, what do I need two of them son of a guns for anyway? So I hope you guys appreciate this video. Sorry guys for the cursing. That's just a little habit I do. I know some of you, are, y'all listen because I curse, because I had one person tell me I need to cuss a lot more. I had one tell me that I need to quit cussing. And then I had one that told me to get, crazy with my content. But I'm just going to do me. I mean, feedback is appreciated, I just can't believe the one person had, told me a while back, hey, you need to cuss in more of your videos because I like the filthy language and, stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, no, I'm good. So, I'm not saying it's impossible to stop, but there's some days when I do really well, and then there's some days where I just let more than just a few slip. But I remember I did I had some feedback on this video. I met somebody on a social media app, and he on Clubhouse, and he literally said, are you that same guy that said in your videos, fuck that shit? I said, yeah. He said, that's the most, I cracked up when I heard that. That was the most funniest thing I ever heard you say. And I said, was it the one with the Franklin Language Master LM4000? And he pulled up that video, and I went back at it for shits and grins the other day. I listened to that whole thing, and my first reactions were, what the hell was I thinking buying that stupid thing? No, thank you. Ew. So, you mean, like, some people, they gravitate towards your stuff. I still can't believe one of my humidifier reviews had over 1,000 views on it. I had to literally power off and power on my phone again just to get clarification because I thought it was tripping. And I thought it was, you know, getting wild with the numbers. And it got to the point to where I almost, you know, had somebody sighted look at that and be like,